Hi guys. Hi guys. So today we're gonna be doing a video on Zachary because he is cringe. So yeah. And plus my content is making fun of every cringe YouTuber. I don't know why I don't know why I don't have Topper Guild though. I'll get him. So yeah. But let me check out my vids first, guys. But yeah, we're gonna be reacting. So let's get to it. Zachary Ryan, your time has come. Uh,
I was eating some hot Cheetos before my date when I noticed the red dust was all over my fingers.
no, Zachary Ryan, no, that's blood. That's turkey blood. No, you're eating Cheetos. That's so easy.
I tried sucking them off, but the stain was still stuck.
Get some Germix, goofball.
I gotta get this off before my date arrives. So,
No, ain't no. Well, no, ain't no way. Like your day's not gonna go see him. Put some gloves on.
I thought maybe a wash might help, but as I went to pick up my hand soap, I noticed the red had spread all up my arms. Then,
Because you spread them on your shorts, dummy.
I noticed a slight rash on my neck. The
You put them on your, bro. You're done.
Cheeto dust was spreading, and fast. Then, I got a text that my date was already almost here. I left her on red and proceeded to scrub. But I was interrupted.
It makes it more, bro. It makes it more worse, and also you colored your neck red. You're not fooling anybody. And that Cheeto does. I don't think Cheetos does go past your arm. It only goes on your hand. So I know that's a lie. This content is fake. Just kidding. Disliking this. The content is fake.
By a knock on the door. Oh no, she's here, and it's too late. I had already evolved into a.
Bruh, this content is fake. Chill out. And that don't even look like a Cheeto. That looks like a red hot dog.
Giant Cheeto. She kicked down my door and looked at me in shock. I told her
Of course, you have red socks on.
I understood if she wanted to cancel the date. But turns out she loves flaming hot Cheetos and thinks I look really hot.
Yeah, of course. A flaming hot Cheeto girl and Zachary Ryan. That wasn't funny.
Subscribe in the name of love.
No.
My girlfriend's a horrible cook, and I
Yeah, we know.
mean a horrible cook.
You're probably horrible to cook to get that stuff off of your face. You need some napkins or something?
My girlfriend's a horrible cook, and I mean a horrible cook. But I don't want to hurt her feelings, so I
Hurt their feelings.
tried feeding it to my dog, but even she hated it so much, she ended up running away from home.
Bruh, no, she didn't. You chased her out the house. You're not fooling anybody, Zachary.
I was watching a sports ball game. My girlfriend's a horrible cook, and I mean a horrible to come clean. I had Postmates. I tried it to my dog, but even she hated it so much.
Dogs can't even eat that. Bruh, that is literally dog food.
She ended up running away from home. I only have one other choice. Postmates. I tried secretly getting food delivered,
What the heck is Postmates?
but she caught me, red-handed. I guess it was time to
That wasn't funny.
come clean. I admitted that I didn't like her cooking and was doing my best to avoid it. But turns out, she had a confession of her own. This whole time, she's been wearing a wig, and underneath was a rat cooking all the
But this is not Ratatouille. This is YouTube.com.
food. That explains the foul taste. I called pest control, and he extracted the rat.
Bro, that is not a rat. That is a rat that you get from Walmart for $15.
For my girlfriend's bald head. Then, we finally enjoyed a meal of our own, together.
What type of face is that?
And it was...
This is cringe.
My girlfriend's I was watching a sports ball game, but the mascot wouldn't stop harassing me. He was embarrassing me in front of everybody.
Okay, just in my opinion, I wouldn't let somebody drop a dumb popcorn on my head. That's just me.
I'm not gonna let this slide. So while he was on break, I went up to him and confronted him. But he pushed me, so I pushed him
No,
back, but he fell over. And
no.
he wasn't moving. Before I knew it, the crowd started chanting his name. I needed to act fast. I ran out there wearing the mascot costume.
Like anybody would do is wear their costume, and they always get caught. But sometimes they never get caught.
And started hyping up the crowd. They loved me. They really loved
What type of dance moves are those? Turtle dance moves?
me. Maybe now my parents will finally be proud of me.
Bro, they can see the head. Stop playing with me.
But the old mascot turned out to be alive and tried exposing me in front of everyone. I thought this was the end of the line and was about to take off the head. But to my surprise, nobody believed it.
Yeah, of course.
And then security came up and escorted him off the field. And that's how I became a mascot.
Bro, you did not became a mascot.
I was hanging with my girlfriend when she said she wanted to go to Target.
Of course, every girl wants to go to Target.
Oh no. Everyone knows when a girl goes to Target, she never leaves.
We know that. This is a dumb waste of my time. I'll never get back 53 seconds of my life back from watching this.
Never leaves. After what felt like years of walking up and down aisles, I began wondering, would I ever see my friends and family again?
Call them. Some of these things that you're saying is so simple. Call them. Does you have a phone, or you don't?
And if so, would they even remember me?
No, but they'll remember the fake content.
But then I heard some noises over in the toy aisle. My curiosity got the best of me, and I slipped away. And what I discovered was
At this point, she grabbing stuff that you don't even know. She just picking up stuff, and I know you guys not even buy all that. You put that back on different aisles. You're not fooling anybody.
something beautiful. It was some dudes playing with toys, and they invited me over to come play with them.
Bro, those are not just regular dudes. Those are your friends. We see them in your videos. Stop playing with me, and you're not gonna fool anybody else for that matter.
It wasn't dreadful. It was beautiful. But then my girlfriend found me, and she said it was time to go.
Of course, it's time to go when he's playing with his friends. Break up with her and be with your friends instead. These are simple life lessons.
I was gonna miss Target, but it did feel pretty good to be free.
Oh my god, is that a Starbucks?
Oh my gosh, girls are so girls take too long.
Oh, what the fuck? I was hanging with my girlfriend.
Why did you cuss? I thought you was kid friendly. Oh, I forgot. Oh no, you're not.
I was playing Monopoly and landed on go to jail. Then there was a knock on the door.
Bro, when I played Monopoly, I did not go to jail. This content is faker than Topper Guild's. Actually, no, Topper Guild's content is faker than yours. Never mind.
And it was a cop. He was there to
Bro, that is a fanboy cop.
arrest me. Before I knew it, the judge gave me my 10-year sentence and had me thrown in jail immediately.
10 years for stopping on Monopoly.
The first couple
Dang. Middle flipping somebody.
days and nights weren't easy. And there are tons of things you gotta look out for.
Oh my gosh. You is cringe. Zachariah, you is weird.
I needed to adapt and quick, or I wasn't gonna survive in here. I became a version of myself I didn't even know existed, and got as many tattoos that I could fit on my body. I was unrecognizable, but more important,
Yeah, the content is fake though.
unstoppable. I wasn't just in prison. Prison
Was in me.
I was playing Monopoly and
What
landed.
do you mean about that, though?
Why doesn't it?
There's a nail in my tire, and I'm gonna find who's responsible. But it could have been any.
Bro, you can just go to the you can just go to the mechanic. You don't have to solve the mystery. You can just say, hey, who broke the tire, or who, or why is the nail missing outside my car? These are simple life lessons that you should know. You're a literal adult with a mustache. You can figure this out. Stop being a little kid brain. iPad kid, Forrest hat looking stuff.
Buddy, the mailman. The list goes on and on. So I went to the place that knows screws and nails best, the Home Depot. And after
It's Home Depot. Do you know how the saying? I mean, do you know how to pronounce words? And guys, I know that I'm a nerd. I know I sound like well, actually it's Home Depot. I know, guys.
find some of their home pots for myself, I got back to focusing on my screwed situation. After some searching, I found the right one and snagged the ID number. Then started going through all the sale logs to find who purchased this exact screw. But as I was going through countless receipts, I realized it didn't really matter whether I nailed this guy or not.
Hey!
I decided to just let it go.
Bruh, this guy is super unfunny.
Then slapped on a brand new tire and went on a celebratory road trip. Only to
Bro, you hire a mechanic to fix that. You're not fooling anybody. Get your white SUV looking self out of my screen.
discover there's a nail in my tire. I was delivering cookies to my grandma when I was at Chick-fil-A, and the employee said, "You're welcome." Doesn't he know he's only allowed to say my pleasure? I can't let him get away with this. I put together a resume.
Just say, hey, you messed up your line. Here it goes again. Simple life lessons.
And applied for a job at the exact same Chick-fil-A. After acing my interview, I was officially a part of the Chick-fil-A family, but there's still one person who didn't belong. I worked my
Bro, you're trying to get somebody banned from the employee of the month.
way up the employee ladder for months, and after countless my pleasures, I eventually made it on the employee of the month wall. But it wasn't enough, so I worked harder, smarter, better, faster, and
Work harder, not smarter.
eventually got promoted to manager, meaning I could finally
Work smarter, not harder.
finish what I started. With my newfound power, I went straight up to the employee that said, "You're welcome," and fired him on the spot. And believe me when I say, it was my pleasure. Subscribe.
Alright guys, that was the end of the video, so yeah. Alright guys, that was the end of the videos exposing Zachary Ryan. But yeah, so this is the end of the video, so I'm gonna go now, so peace.